Hello, and welcome to Cleaning the EC Way, where we talk about everything cleaning. Today, we are going to be going over a few things and a few items that we have noticed as professional cleaners that people don't know that they should be cleaning. All of these items that we are talking about today are either things that we saw for the first time coming in after a homeowner is cleaned, or even after a different cleaner was cleaning the home before us. The metal around the drain and the stopper. When it comes to cleaning the sink, we've seen where a lot of people just clean the sink surface and nothing else. The metal around the drain and the stopper is where most of the water gathers. If you are brushing your teeth or washing your hands, this water now has all of that in it, and it coats this metal. Cleaning this area is easy, but if you do need a little bit more help, a small brush is great. The top ledge of a backsplash. We've seen our fair share of neglected backsplashes, but when it comes to the top ledge, especially in a bathroom, this is a common area we have seen the most neglect. They tend to collect a lot of dust, dirt, hair, and yes, water. This is an easy clean while spraying your countertop down. Do a quick spray and wipe with your rag. You can use a small brush if needed. If you notice you forgot to spray it down after you've cleaned and the rag is damp, just run the damp rag along that edge. A towel rack. The towel racks need your attention. If it's for a hand towel in a bathroom, they usually have hairspray on them. They also get very dusty. Typically, they just need a quick dusting with a damp rag to make them shine. If you find that yours has a lot of hairspray that is hard to remove, try using a good all-purpose enzyme cleaner to help break down that hairspray. Under the rim inside a toilet bowl. This is one of the most common issues we have come across. There are a lot of people who think that just cleaning the bowl itself is sufficient, and that is not the case. If you notice that discoloration on the bottom of the bowl, you know where the water rests, and that is discoloring every time you clean, then there are a few things that may be causing it. First is you may not be paying enough attention under the rim and to the areas that water flows from. When you are cleaning a toilet, you need to pay extra attention under that rim. If you see dark discoloration under the rim, there is an easy fix, and that is using a pumice stone. Get the stone wet first and gently run the stone under the rim. If you do this and you don't notice a difference, you may need to clean inside the water tank. Just be careful not to use anything that will cause damage to the inner workings that actually make your toilet flush. The shower head. When we spray a shower down, we always spray the shower head and either scrub with a sponge or wipe with a rag. Cleaning a shower head every time we clean helps prevent hard water buildup on the shower head. The backside also gets very dusty, and we make sure to clean this area as well. Toilet paper holder. I once heard someone say that seeing how clean a toilet paper holder was how they determined how clean a person is. I would disagree with that wholeheartedly, but they do need to be wiped down every time you clean. The toilet paper leaves a lot of dust behind after it has been torn, and making sure to give it a quick dusting with a rag makes such a difference. Along the bottom and behind the toilet. This is also one of the more common areas we have seen that people don't clean. The bottom gets very dusty, and sometimes urine collects on the bottom. When we clean the entire toilet from top to bottom. This includes the base of the toilet, the floor around the toilet, the lines going from the wall to the toilet, and along the outside of the toilet bowl. We make sure to pay extra attention to the S-shaped curves, as those like to become a resting place for dust. The faucet. We have noticed that the faucet is neglected often. Having a dirty faucet is going to affect the overall clean look your bathroom or your kitchen sink will have. This is dirt built up only after 2 weeks. Paying attention to the faucet is going to prevent that white buildup that is going to require a more aggressive approach to remove. We pay extra attention to the fine details as well, and using a small brush to clean inside those lines can help out so much. I like to do a shoe shine back and forth movement with the towel to get inside those tight areas. Things that are made to sit on the bottom of a sink. This is overlooked more than most people might think. If it's a rack like this or a plastic liner, 9 times out of 10, they are not cleaned. I personally clean my rack every time I do the dishes with hand soap because I know what builds up on them. The plastic liners tend to have a slimy residue build up on them and they stink. If you don't want to clean it every time you do the dishes like me, just clean them when you are doing your regular cleaning. Things that sit out on a countertop. When we are cleaning a countertop in a bathroom or a kitchen, we always wipe things with a damp rag before we put them back in place. This is going to ensure that your space has that overall clean look. If needed, we will spray with an all-purpose cleaner for, say, stuck on food. This is also something we do with a soap dispenser. Front edge of counters. This is something we see often. In places that children are eating, they almost always have food on the front of them. And they do need to be cleaned when wiping your countertops down. Under the countertop with an undermount sink. In our experience, this area has so many issues. Hair gets stuck here, soap, mold, mildew, and dirt. We have seen this area neglected far too many times to count. It is easy to clean. Make sure you are wiping very tight under that edge with a rag. If it is very muddy, like we have seen, a sponge and water may be key in getting that area completely clean. Light switch. Light switches get touched multiple times a day, and cleaning them is easy. When you are cleaning, use the damp rag and wipe them down. If they need more help, a small brush is great at removing dirt and dust. The item you are dusting under. When you are dusting, the easy way to dust is to pick up the item, dust under it, and put it back into place. The thing that is often missed is the item you are picking up. Give it a quick dust before putting it down. This will ensure you are giving your room that overall clean look. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, do us a favor and subscribe. Don't forget those thumbs up and comments. And until next time, have an amazing day.